Now, you know I'm here to call bullshit so you don't step in it. Now, for this first story, I'm not just calling bullshit, I'm smelling it, all right? President Biden greeted the Duchess of Cornwall with a 21 toot salute out his trouser trumpet. I think this anal audio air raid on the royal family might be the loudest statement Biden's made since taking office. See, unlike that infrastructure bill, reports suggest the president's butt cheek screech was neither watered down nor difficult for him to pass, okay? Honestly, if our commander and crack splitter don't get his party in line, the stain on his record gonna be bigger than the one in his drawers. Next up, Kyle Rittenhouse. Lord have mercy. He took the stand this week, and it's clear he was going for Oscar gold. I know. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Roll the tape.
Take a deep breath, Kyle.
We don't care. Like, we just simply don't care. Right there, he was really throwing his back into that performance, okay? Trying real hard to think up something to get those tear ducts going. Probably the Emancipation Proclamation or imagining Idris Elba as 007. I don't know. Look.
That's right, run.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I almost believe he was actually upset at this point, right? Because he got himself so worked up, he couldn't even throw up his full Hail Hitler. Like, he was trying, he couldn't get it up, all right? I know he wants to goose step right out of that witness stand. Right there, he started looking to the person some might call his defense attorney. I mean, the judge, to end scene, all right? It's obvious the judge certainly seems to be betting on Crocodile Kyle, all right? He seems so confident in the outcome that the man was literally catching up on cookie recipes during the trial. Crackers baking cookies, all right? You heard it here first, folks. I think the fix is in. And don't nothing get more sympathy in America than crocodile tears. Now, just in time for Veterans Day, Veterans Affairs is rejecting the use of medical marijuana for retired servicemen, despite the research proving its benefits for the community. I call bullshit on this, all right? America is with all the smoke until it's used to put someone at ease, all right? Veterans can't get an ounce of respect or weed in this country, all right? These aren't people who just use weed to get high. These are people who are in serious need of pain management and stress relief because they have PTSD from fighting for our right to smoke on that freedom pack, all right? Besides, most of America's workforce and half of this audience is high right now, okay? Like, exactly. How else would you explain Taco Bell? Like, just think about it. What if we put a soft taco on the outside of a hard taco? That's just weed talking, all right? We can't be a country that claims to love our vets while they suffer in silence. So in honor of Veterans Day and the patriots who have bravely served this country, I call bullshit on American faketriotism, all right? What's that, might you ask? Well, as my therapist would say, let's unpack this. Faketriotism, defined by the God's Honest Dictionary as a disease where Americans play patriotic but fail to actually address or acknowledge the real issues that affect our veterans, okay? While faketriots and their former fake president are still, mad about Kaepernick, the true outrage should be the homeless veteran numbers that keep going up and down like my blood pressure when I wake up and check Black Twitter, all right? Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the government is scrambling to keep over 37,000 veterans off the streets. And by the way, 1/3 of those homeless veterans are Black, all right? Also, the Veterans Administration may not have enough case managers to help vets find housing. And some of these lords, don't make the process any easier when it's time to rent to a veteran. They are going straight AWOL because they don't want to deal with vets suffering from mental health issues. I swear you faketriots are a major pain in the ass. Little late night humor, all right? Please, the white people in the control room, that's all right? Now, if housing wasn't unethical, their health care or lack thereof is, okay? In 2021, around 35% of U.S. veterans say they feel like Veterans Affairs health care is worse than the health care that civilians receive. That's saying a lot because civilian healthcare ain't shit either, all right? Anybody else tired of drinking the ginger ale when you get sick? It does work though, okay? I call for a zero-tolerance policy in this so-called patriotic country for allowing veterans to suffer from treatable conditions like PTSD, anger, anxiety, substance abuse, and poverty, okay? The fact that soldiers are surviving deadly wars but returning home and taking their lives due to disregard and neglect is faketriotism at its best, okay? We as a collective cannot let this shit continue on our watch at any time. Not Eastern, Pacific, Central, military, hammer, none of it, all right? Who better to come to the rescue than the historically abused and misused? At the same time, black military vets are suffering the worst from police brutality in the U.S., the nation's first black defense secretary, General Lloyd Austin, has pledged to combat extremism in the military by fighting hard to rid our ranks of racists. And they better. Because black soldiers have fought and died in every American war, going all the way back to the American Revolution. Black people have been defending a country that has historically not defended them. And their memory lives with us, all right? There's too many to name, but I'm gonna salute a few right now. Like Cathay Williams, a former slave who at the age of 17 became the first African-American woman to enlist in the U.S. Army during the Civil War. If about that life was a person, it would be her, because she served, all right? Mulan style. Disguised as a man under the pseudonym Williams Cathay. And even after they found out and honorably discharged her, she suited and booted back up to become the only known female Buffalo Soldier, the iconic African-American regime, that's right, who served on the Western frontier following the Civil War. She was about all that action. And what about Private Henry Johnson, who was a part of the Harlem Hellfighters, an all-African-American unit in World War I? This brother single-handedly fought off more than 20 Germans and saved a fellow soldier from capture, all while injured and armed only with a bolo knife, all right? This man was a real-life superhero. Luke Cage and Blade ain't got nothing on Private Johnson, okay? Side note, Private Johnson is a great porn name, all right? And then there's Sergeant First Class Alwyn Cashe, who served in Iraq, all right? Back in 2005, Sergeant Cashe ran into a burning vehicle 3 times while under enemy fire just so he could rescue trapped soldiers. He refused to be put on a medical evacuation helicopter until all of his wounded men had been flown to safety. Later in the hospital, before he succumbed to his injuries, his first words were, "How are my boys?" Come on, man. But he has yet to be awarded the Medal of Honor, despite the fact that it's been signed off by everybody, all right? In fact, it was supposed to be awarded to him earlier this year on this date y'all may know, January 6th, okay? Yeah. President Biden, give Sergeant Cashe the medal that he deserves. If not, you're full of shit, and you probably already are. That's why your farts smell like that. Now, here's what I think you should get if you have fought for this country. Number 1, you deserve free room and board, okay? You deserve a monthly stipend so you can eat and pay your bills. You deserve free health care for your physical and mental health. And free weed. Lots and lots of free weed. Hey, it's the voice of the people. Well, not all people, some people. Okay, maybe just friends and family. Charlamagne Tha God here, blessing your screen. Now do yourself a favor and subscribe to the God's Honest Truth YouTube channel.